Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Endeavor's co-founder and CEO, Linda Rottenberg.
Good evening. Thank you. Good evening. Tonight's gala marks Endeavor's 15th anniversary. And to mark the occasion, we wanted to do something special tonight. So I'm thrilled that you'll have the opportunity to hear from some of Endeavor's most exciting entrepreneurs. Supporting high-impact entrepreneurs is our mission, and I'm thrilled that 5 of them have flown from all over the world to join us tonight. But before we turn to them, just a bit of context. Last year, we launched a new research arm called Endeavor Insight. We're assembling a cutting-edge body of knowledge about why and how entrepreneurs succeed, and about how entrepreneurial ecosystems are built. One of the first things we looked into was entrepreneurs' attitudes towards risk. And while we learned that most entrepreneurs are not the swashbuckling daredevils we imagine, they do view our increasingly chaotic world much differently than most of us. For them, chaos is not the enemy, chaos is their friend. When economies turn down, entrepreneurs look up. In fact, over half the Fortune 500 companies today were founded during recessions or bear markets. So when others see doom and gloom, entrepreneurs see hope and opportunity. And above all, they dream big. But dreams don't just happen, they take hard work. And it's that kind of work that we specialize in at Endeavor. So tonight, I invite you into our world. And I think that once you meet these big dreamers, you'll understand why we're so hopeful about the future at Endeavor. So save your applause, but please join me in welcoming Nikos Kakavoulis from Greece, Yasmine Shihate from Egypt, Bento Koike from Brazil, Nevzat Aydin from Turkey, and Martín Migoya from Argentina. Okay, so I'm going to divide my questions into 3 themes. First, the role of entrepreneurs in times of chaos. Second, the role of networks and mentors in helping entrepreneurs. And third, the role of smart capital, including an exciting new initiative called Endeavor Catalyst. So let's start with opportunity in times of chaos. This is Nikos Kakavoulis. And this fall, he and his partner Fedra became the first Greek entrepreneurs selected by Endeavor. Yes? Their company, The Daily Secret, is a curated email newsletter that sends 500,000 members around the world one amazing discovery about their home city a day. And it's not just Greece. In fact, just recently, people living in San Francisco learned about a secret fortune cookie bakery. So Nikos, I have to start by asking you a question that was recently asked of me on CNBC when we announced the launch of Endeavor Greece. Do you remember? Which is, Greece, entrepreneurs, really? So you founded Daily Secret in 2011. Are you crazy?
We are a little bit crazy, the answer is. But on a more serious note, at some point we had to decide whether we would surrender or whether we would just do something. And with Fedra, we decided that a crisis is a terrible thing to waste. And that it was time to roll up our sleeves and basically do something. As you may know, Daily Secret is a direct derivative of the crisis in Greece. It didn't even start as a company. It started as a positive energy project to alleviate one of the worst side effects, the fact that Athenians had completely forgotten what they love about their city. And that's like a demographic that's madly in love with their place. So we feel that there is tremendous opportunity right now. The crisis gave us opportunities that shaped our company, made us much more extrovert. And as we say at work, which is very funny, Greece is like New York right now, meaning that if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere, but just for all the wrong reasons.
Okay, so thinking ahead, what are you and your fellow Greek entrepreneurs saying, thinking about the future? I mean, should we be concerned? Should we be optimistic?
You know, we're in the business of optimism. Daily Secret actually is, you know, like precisely in that business, but entrepreneurs, not just Greek entrepreneurs who are, you know, rare birds, entrepreneurs spend their days investing in the future, and at the very least, you must believe in the future of the place where your company is. So overall, the sentiment is optimistic. This has generated like tons of activity, hard work. You know better than me that optimism and hard work is half the battle. Greece, you know, is in the developed segment, but it's lacking in direction and in expertise. We just don't have enough people who can provide that. So I think that if we manage to solve the mentorship, the lack of mentorship,
yes,
then we will be able to make a very big step forward.
And that's why Endeavor, we are so excited about having launched in Greece, and we hope you are just the first of many role models to come, you and Fedra. So I want to, you can clap. So I next want to turn to Yasmine Shihate of Venus Media in Cairo. Now she is really running a multimedia conglomerate out of Cairo. She's known for Enigma, her flagship. It's the preeminent lifestyle magazine in the Middle East. They also recently were the first magazine in the entire region to launch a web-based e-commerce site that actually now allows people to buy the products recommended by Enigma. She also is starting a TV show and also hosts a number of events. And in fact, this, just to prove how everyone goes where Yasmine asks, she got Richard Branson and Jimmy Carter to be with her this weekend in Cairo. So Yasmine, we've all watched the drama of the Arab Spring. And so can you tell us, is the climate now better or worse for entrepreneurs?
Sure. Well, in Egypt, I think one of the things we've always lacked is a culture and society that encourages entrepreneurship, especially for women, but in many ways for men as well. It's much more acceptable to go into safe jobs and follow that path, and we don't have government structures that encourage it or a lot of companies that invest in young entrepreneurs. So in that area, we have a lot to grow, and in the work that Endeavor is doing in terms of encouraging entrepreneurs to help them grow and scale their businesses is something that we've been lacking. And in terms of the revolution, it's inspired us all. It's given the young people a lot of new hope, but at the same time, it's also put us in a new climate of political and economic uncertainty. So the big challenge, it's sort of scared a lot of people from starting their own businesses, so that's a new challenge. But at the same time, young people now feel more empowered and willing to take risks that they never did before.
And we're very proud that actually the new chairman of Endeavor Egypt is a former Endeavor entrepreneur, Khalid Ismail, who's here tonight. So, Yasmine, you were just also selected as an Endeavor entrepreneur. Congratulations. And actually, we learned it's only 3 in 100 make it, and it's statistically harder to become an Endeavor entrepreneur than it is to get into Harvard Business School. But having gone through that grueling process, I wanted to know, and with so many mentors in the room, I mean, what are you hoping to get out of this Endeavor experience, and how can people here potentially be of help?
Well, the vision for my company is to create a multimedia lifestyle entertainment brand that, I mean, we started obviously in print and online, and we want to be able to go into television, package our content for television, and have a successful e-commerce site. So all my role models are in the US and around the world, because we don't have companies in Egypt doing what I have in mind. So my biggest dream as an Endeavor entrepreneur would be to be mentored by industry experts, particularly in the US, and maybe potentially one day partner with such a company and be able to really scale our business and make an impact in the Middle East.
Great. Thank you. All right, so now yes. Thank you. And I promise there's not a long program tonight, but if you can just bear with us, because these three you want to hear from, trust me. So I'd love to continue on this theme of networks and mentors and how they can help entrepreneurs. So Bento Koike was actually selected an Endeavor Entrepreneur Brazil 10 years ago. He's the founder of Tecsis, this incredible company. It's the world's largest manufacturer of customized wind blades in the world. And Bento, you did what many dream of doing. You left a safe job, in your case in the space industry, to start a high-risk venture. So can you tell us, I mean, what gave you the courage to be able to become a high-impact entrepreneur?
Yeah, well, several things, but one thing it's that a sure thing in my mind was to have my own company. Certainly inspired my father that had a small business where I and my brothers could work, help, enjoy time after school, weekends. So that was a sure thing. But I also I wanted to do something different. I have the freedom to choose my own path, not just to be somebody else in a common place. That was also another important thing. And I think there's another element that moved me was that I made all my studies in a public school. From basic study to university, I went to the public school, and also I had this feeling that I had to give back. That's one another important element. And I think about the driver for me to have my own company is because I'm fascinated to face challenge. This is really a driver for me.
So you got what you wish, because you've been through, in the clean tech industry, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of challenges. Can you just briefly tell us about your journey and if there was something that made a difference, a mentor, others?
Yes, for sure. We had, we choose this technological market, and we had really many ups and downs. We had incredible growths, and then suddenly a sharp drop. And we went through this process, going ups and downs so many times. I think it became just a kind of a strength. We learned a lot from that. We learned how to persevere, how to strengthen the teamwork, how to people that would, face the things in a way that we would, with that, create differentiation in the market and find new ways to. And actually, today you see this very oscillating market, and other companies have that.
We should say that this is a good year for Tecsis, and
yes.
Bento has created. How many jobs have you created?
Now we have 7,500 people.
7,500 jobs, mainly in engineering in Brazil. It's amazing.
Yeah. I wanted to say about this mentoring thing, which is very important. I would like to say that I have a strong faith, and I think through God's blessings, I had the chance to meet incredible mentors that were very crucial in many difficult times. And I consider also, of course, Endeavor as being a great blessing that I had.
Thank you. Okay, so finally, I want to turn to one of the most exciting new initiatives we've launched at Endeavor. It's called Endeavor Catalyst, and it's a pioneering program that for the first time allows us to use donated capital to co-invest directly in our entrepreneurs when they're raising professional rounds of financing. We launched this in January. We've since raised a little over $10 million and made our first co-investments in 4 of our entrepreneurs. And we're very excited because when they succeed, we will succeed. And so I want to talk to 2 of our entrepreneurs who are 2 of the first investees of Catalyst. So Nevzat Aydin, you heard from the video, he heads Shihate, which is an online food delivery system in the Middle East, serving over 7,000 restaurants. Now, Nevzat, when we met in 2007, Shihate had 40 million in gross sales and about 32 employees, right? Today, you have $175 million in revenues and over 200 employees. So how did you get from there to here, and what is your big dream moving forward?
Yeah, actually, it was a really very difficult time for all of us. I mean, I don't need to remind you the conditions we had in 2007 and 2008, but when the thousands of SMEs and other companies were focusing on shrinking and cutting costs, we took the bold decisions and we never thought about stepping back. So as we foresaw that everything would be back on track eventually, we started our expansion into new territories and invested in people to fuel the growth. Unlike some entrepreneurs, I personally started to delegate some of the work to professionals, to executives, to bring fresh approaches and creative ideas into the company. And now, we will be focusing more on expanding our business, especially in the Middle East and North Africa region, where we have been operating for the last 2 years under the name of foodonclick.com, doing the same thing we have been doing in Turkey for the last 12 years. And on the other hand, in Turkey, we'll also be testing and trying new e-commerce vertical models, and we are very eager to roll them out to other markets.
And why don't you talk just a little bit about Smart Capital and about the deal that you just struck?
But we already have the creativity, the motivation, the talent, the network, thanks to you and the Endeavor also. And eventually now we have the money. So Turkish internet market has received numerous investments from many VCs, from many angel investors from all around the world. But I can say that we are proud to be the first company to receive an investment from a top-notch private equity firm like General Atlantic. And I believe this funding will raise the ceiling for the other Turkish entrepreneurs as well.
This was General Atlantic's first investment in all of Turkey, correct?
Yeah, it's the first. It's not only first in internet, but it's first overall. So this investment also proves the potential of Turkey, and I believe at the end of the day, I think this investment is not only a major step for our company, but also a very important milestone for Turkish internet ecosystem. Having a partner, choosing the right partner is never an easy process, and it's never just about the money. It's more of a common vision and sharing the ambition to build the future together. It took us almost a year, more than 10 different companies, more than 100 different business meetings to decide to make this partnership with General Atlantic and Endeavor Catalyst. So the Global Growth Investor GA shared our vision to build an exceptional business and together, and I'm very happy that we had our bonds with Endeavor in a much different way, in a very different way right now with the Catalyst.
Wonderful. And the last panelist is Martín Migoya, who you met through that video. He's the co-founder of Globant, which is an innovative software development firm based in Buenos Aires. They have 3,000 employees around the world. They have marquee customers, including Google and Disney and JP Morgan. And actually, Globant received the distinction of becoming one of the fastest growing companies in the history of Argentina. It's amazing. So Martin, yes. So we were thrilled. Our first Catalyst co-investment was actually in Globant. We spent a lot of time designing this. Can you talk about just what that meant for you and the Globers?
Well, you know, we are extremely proud of being the first, and thank you very much, Endeavor, for selecting us in the first and make a trial with us. It was amazing. So that for us was very important. It was like restarting the relationship that we started 7 years ago when we selected Endeavor's entrepreneurs. And it was like, you know, starting all the things and all the good things and every single aspect of a very, very important relationship for us that has helped us taking our company to the next level. And also very proud to be part of something extremely innovative. You know, I haven't heard many times an NGO that is becoming sustainable through the help of the people that has helped in the past. So extremely excited. I'm very, very proud of being part of it.
You and your co-founder, Gebert, who is also here, have truly devoted yourselves to the last step of the Endeavor process, which is give back. You both spend countless hours mentoring the next generation of entrepreneurs. Why is that so important to you?
Well, look, when you're starting a company, I think what you need is advice. And everybody will start giving advice, you know, from your family to your parents to everybody that is close to you will try to give you advice. But the most important advice is from those who has been there, done that. And those are former entrepreneurs or current entrepreneurs that can help you. And that is what we do at Endeavor in Argentina. We are part of the board in Endeavor in Argentina, and together with Gilbert and with Andy, which is, they are both seated here.
Yes, Endeavor Argentina is also chaired by a former Endeavor entrepreneur, Andy Ferry, who's also here tonight.
Yeah. Together with them, we spend, thank you. We spend countless hours inspiring other entrepreneurs, organizing events to reach thousands of people, to reach thousands of entrepreneurs, and to inspire them to go to the next level. And we feel that in that way, and using that time, we are giving the last mile of the Endeavor's mission. And I remember, something that my grandfather used to tell me when I was a child. He was a very successful doctor in my hometown in La Plata, and also a teacher at the medicine school. And he was saying to me, and he was spending a lot of hours teaching. And I was asking, why Tata? I call him Tata. Why, Tata, are you spending so many hours there? And he always answered me with a old Chinese proverb that said, if you want 1 year of prosperity, then grow seeds. If you want 10 years of prosperity, then grow trees. If you want 100 years of prosperity, then grow people. And this is what I feel what we do at Endeavor. We grow entrepreneurs that grow people, and in a very direct way, we are affecting the long-term prosperity of our country and our regions.
Wonderful. Thank you.